Kevin Owens. You have crossed quite the line. I know you are back there. Would you please come out here right now? Kevin Owens, get out here right now!
Cody, I know you're angry. I'm angry. We're all angry, okay? I've got Randy Orton.
Can you guys let me know if the volume is okay, if you can hear it?
Laid up with severe cervical trauma after he was gone for like a year and a half, having his back fused together. Okay, I understand that this is a very different situation. Kevin Owens used a pile driver. Yeah? A pile driver. There's a reason why that move is outlawed in this company, because we don't want this generation ending up in wheelchairs in 20 years, okay? No one knows better than me how long it takes to make it to this company, Cody, but you know, I know, yeah, we do whatever it takes to make the big paydays, to win the championships, but we don't cross that line, and Kevin crossed that line, and that's all there is to it. So, the fact of the matter is, until we figure this thing out, I can't have him here.
You are making a martyr of Kevin Owens. You're giving him exactly what he wants. You're hitting him in his wallet. This is a man who drives a Lamborghini. I don't know if the message is going to land like you think. Let me handle this, Nick. Let me handle this. Kevin Owens is self-righteous. Kevin Owens is indignant. Kevin Owens is Pharisaic. In short, Kevin Owens is an ass.
Cody, I'm going to stop you there before you say something you regret. You think this is about money? I know it's not about money. This is about the roster knowing that I know if you give them an inch, they take a mile. Yeah? And next thing you know, the inmates are running the asylum. So here's how it goes. He can't be here until this situation is resolved internally.
Is the volume okay, guys? Can you please let me know? Like, just say, like, yes.
Internally. Nick, be real for me for a second. I know that in your role, you have to be objective. You have to be dispassionate, but I also know what's under that jacket. I know you're a former wrestler. You're still a wrestler. I know that you're a good man too. So put yourself in my shoes for just a second. Imagine you were in the back of that ambulance. Imagine you had to be the one to call his wife, to call his loved ones. Imagine you being the one saying, I don't know if his neck is broken. Imagine when they ask the question, why? That you have to tell them, well, Kevin Owens is telling everybody under the sun, it's because of me. WrestleMania 40 is the highlight of my life, professionally and personally. You know a moment that happened in that ring? I was on Randy Orton's shoulders. I dropped down to the mat. He looked me in the eyes and he said, hey, Code Man, I'm proud of you. And as much as I loathe the nickname Code Man, it's a moment that I will cherish forever because that's what Randy Orton means to me. So now he's been put on the shelf, time taken away from him, time he might not have had. And again, that's because of me. If I can't handle my business in a WWE ring, what do you expect me to do? You want me to buy a ticket? You want me to go to his house? You want me to knock on his door? You want me to beat his ass in his front yard? Is that what you expect me to do? I know that is not what you want from this company's champion. I know that is not how you want me representing this brand. But Nick, this ball is in your court, and I won't be waiting very long.
What's up, Jared? Okay, cool.
Listen, I applaud, gentlemen.
Is the volume like fine, or is it too loud, too low? Can you please let me know?
Yes, I got you. All right, Deuce. All right, talk to me. Talk to me. Who's that on the phone? The OTC, Roman Reigns. He's on the way. He'll be here shortly. Wants all of us to meet in the same room together so we can go over the play for War Games. All right?
Yeah, we still gonna need a fifth member for War Games, bro.
You know what? I think there's someone else I could ask. It's worth a shot. I'll catch you later.
I wonder who is saying.
Who's going to be the fifth member? Recruitment hasn't been going that well.
That's true. The Tyson and Jake Paul, right? It was Jake Paul. Right now, it's going to be Bailey against BFAB and I forgot the other person. But yeah, this is for the inaugural, I guess you could say, the inaugural United States Women's Championship. So it will be interesting to see what happens with this. What's up, Chris? Yeah, right now, first round, the Women's United States Championship Tournament is going to be Bailey, Candice LeRae, and BFAB. All right, guys. So this stream, I have been thinking about doing live streams like this for uh, a while now, but I just haven't had the time to do so. But I mean, if I'm able to, I would like to do these live streams for more specifically WWE stuff, because obviously AEW is very difficult to say like what is copyright and what I can like react to and what I can't, because they have been known to take down videos and things like this. So I do think that as of right now, if I have time, I would like to do like a reaction to uh I would like to do a reaction to like Monday Night Raw, NXT, and also SmackDown, and also PLEs. I think that will be pretty cool, something different, because all right, Chris, you like the live streams? Yeah, yeah. Um, just because at times, there isn't a lot of like wrestling news and things like this, and I just want to give you guys a little bit something else that you could, that you might be interested in, and I want to kind of like diversify like what I do on this channel for you guys, because I really appreciate everything that you guys have uh that you guys do for my channel, watching the videos, liking it, commenting, and I really appreciate all of that. So I just want to do something a little bit different to, just to create more content, I guess you could say. We can collab too. Um, Chris, what do you do on your channel? Like, is it like a gaming, or do you do like a similar thing that I do? They talk wrestling, news and things like that. Right now, guys, is in commercial break, and they do take a while. Uh, oh, you do live streams? Okay. Yeah. So, how long have you been doing live streams? Because live streams, uh, I guess this would be my official first one, and I'm very new to this. Like, I'm streaming from YouTube, and I don't have anything like fancy set up. But if I would like to in the future to do maybe like a collab. Oh, like 3 years you've been doing it. Wow. Also, like way more than I do. Uh, for live streaming and things like that. I kind of learned in about an hour because yeah, I just need to do more research on how I can just make it a bit more professional, I guess you could say. So yeah, I just gotta learn a bit more. Um, yeah, so still in commercial break, guys. Um, I don't know if you guys have seen the news lately that Smackdown will be going to um, 3 hours. That is the plan. Uh, and I think that that will be way too much because obviously Monday Night Raw is just kind of a drag to just sit there and just watch, and they have a bunch of filler stuff that is not entertaining at all, and I just think that is not great at all. So I do think that this is, if it ends up happening, it is a bad decision in my opinion for Friday Night SmackDown to also go to 3 hours. All right, guys. So now Candice LeRae is entering the ring. Bailey's already there. Now just waiting for. I do believe it's going to be BFAB for this triple threat match, and the United States Women's Championship looks pretty cool in my opinion. And I do hope that they end up introducing a Women's Intercontinental Championship because that'd be pretty awesome as well. Um, yeah, Chris. I'll keep on trying to uh, improve on my live streaming skills because this is basically new to me. So, my Twitter is the same as my YouTube, but I barely use it, man. I barely use it. I haven't used it in months. I basically just get stories from there. Do some research, and that's how I just get information to make videos and things like that. But I don't like use it at all. But I I honestly think I should. So I'll try to be more active on Twitter, and also potentially even I did see that TikTok is a possibility, but TikTok is kind of uh, different for me. But I mean, it is another outlet and another platform to get my things to. So that is a possibility. All right, so BFAB is entering the ring right now, and yeah, these entrances are crazy long. The match is going to start pretty soon. Yeah. Okay.
And the Women's United States Championship will showcase those continued efforts. So here we go.
All
First
right.
matchup of the tournament, triple threat rules. First woman to gain pinfall or submission will move on in the tournament. Poison Pixie taking out Bailey out of the gate. Of course, a great deal of history between LeRae and Bailey. Arguably a smart strategy from Candice. BFAB with the right hand. Of course, the
Okay.
United States
Women's champion will be crowned Saturday night's main event, December 14th, Nassau Coliseum on NBC. If you're interested in experiencing it live, new tickets just became available through Ticketmaster. And B-Fab with a sliding
So B-Fab is very green from what I remember, but she's looking okay. But honestly, I do think that she will end up taking the pin in this match, and Bailey would be advancing, I think.
The psychology of this game, learn how to strategize, how to call an audible on the fly. If your strategy isn't working, just
Well, maybe Charlotte could be in the tournament as well. Maybe.
Back up to the apron now. Bailey, of course, has accomplished everything in her career. Four-time women's world champ, two-time women's tag champ.
Chris, can you hear the match? Is it okay or louder? Should I put it louder?
Who's going to advance in the women's United States Championship tournament?
Mi familia, I come from T-Mobile with gifts for all. Abuela, give me your phone. Thank you. I present to you the new iPhones.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because thanks for letting me know, because I had no idea whether it was like super loud or, good. So thank you for that. Yeah, right now it's picture in picture. B-Fab is looking pretty good. I mean, she hasn't. I cannot really remember the last time she had a televised match. B-Fab has been, from what I remember during her days in NXT, she was she wasn't that great, to be honest, and she was very green. So when she got called up to the main roster, she was not great at all. But it's been several years now, so I do, I have seen a bit of improvement in this match. So hopefully she will continue to train, because I do think that she has potential to be a bigger star. Let's see.
Fighting spirit. You've earned this, so hold it high. Look out.
So right now Bailey is getting the upper hand on Candice LeRae there on the outside. Honestly, I do see Bailey advancing in this match, and more than likely B-Fab will end up taking the pin. And I wonder that if they introduce a Women's Intercontinental Championship, I wonder if they are also going to have a tournament like this to crown the inaugural Intercontinental Women's Champion. That remains to be seen. Again, I believe it was reported on Monday that there was no word about WWE introducing a Intercontinental Women's Championship. So there was nothing said as of Monday, but I'm pretty sure that they do see social media, and I'm pretty sure that they will ultimately end up introducing a Intercontinental Championship for the women's division. So right now, B-Fab is getting control of the match. She is attacking Bailey. She took out Candice LeRae. And she's looking pretty good, honestly. An email? I don't. I believe I do have a business email, but I think I forgot the password, Chris. Yeah, I mean, I think I forgot the password because I created it a long time ago and I haven't, used it. All right, back to the match.
During the commercial break, triple threat match to determine who advances in the tournament to crown the first ever Women's United States champion. And Bailey now with an elbow to the back of the neck of B-Fab. Will it be Bailey? Cover now. Hook of the leg. Candice LeRae breaks things up. Take another look at Bailey soaring from the middle rope, dropping her elbow right across the spine of B-Fab. How apropos on the birthday of the legendary Macho Man Randy Savage. And there's a look at the beautiful Women's United States Championship. An extremely coveted title that has not
So
yet
far, the
been
match
held
has
because
been
all
pretty
of
good.
this division understand
I
what
think
is at stake.
all three
Look back at the
wrestlers
history
have
of all the great United States
been
champions.
very good.
Harley Race to John Cena. It can truly launch your career to a whole new stratosphere, becoming United States champion. And all of the women in this tournament and beyond realize that. All three women down. First woman to gain pinfall or submission will win this matchup. And to that point, Corey, this is historic.
It would be pretty surprising if either Candice LeRae or B-Fab ends up getting the victory, like a surprise victory. However, I highly doubt it.
Is just how deep and healthy our women's division is on both Raw, Smackdown, and NXT. And there's a reminder in the corner of your screen. Again, newly released tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. If you want to be part of Saturday night's
Oh.
that's where the first United States women's covered out by LeRae. And Bailey kicks out at 2. LeRae looking to advance in the tournament. B-Fab kicks out as
My
well.
pick to win.
LeRae, who's been complaining for weeks, her jealousy over Bailey, the fact that Bailey's got a lot of
My pick to win. I would like to see someone different get the win. Like, I don't know. I guess a Candice, because it is for mid-card, wrestlers. It would be interesting to see her get the win, but who I expect to see win would be Bailey, for sure.
Great in this matchup so far. LeRae, though, creates space. Candice now, we're going to head up to the top rope, and Bailey met her there. Well, that's the thing about opportunity in WWE. You have to be prepared. You have to be careful because you just may get it, and you may only get one. B-Fab understands the assignment tonight, but Bailey in control of this one.
Triple superplex.
Maybe I spoke too soon. High risk here.
Oh shit.
Everybody LeRae on Bailey, and B-Fab breaks it up. I almost stole one there. Unbelievable awareness by Candice LeRae, able to shift her weight.
That was pretty good because she did it in mid-air. She like,
Second, so that she ends up in a lateral press.
yeah, that's pretty good. That was good.
To keep this matchup going, but kudos to Candice LeRae. And now a frustrated LeRae, upset over the fact that B-Fab cost her an opportunity to advance in the Women's United States Championship Tournament. LeRae, a former tag team champion in NXT. Corey mentioned first ever speed champion.
Ooh.
And B-Fab taking down LeRae for an opportunity to advance, and LeRae kicks out. I guess you'd have to believe that would have been a mild upset there, Corey.
Yeah.
I certainly don't think anybody had their money on B-Fab prior to this.
I think it's over right now.
Lack of familiarity, but now the WWE
Or close to.
is learning what B-Fab is all
The
about.
hell was that?
The cover, inverted neck breaker. Bailey kicks it too. And now we'll find out exactly what B-Fab is made of. We are in the deep waters. This is where she wanted to be as we take another look at that face buster. B-Fab proving she can swim with the Sharks. And now Bailey connecting. Bailey to belly. But
Oh,
here
no
comes
way.
LeRae to capitalize. And Candice Smart will take advantage of the belly. Uh-oh. Countered by B-Fab.
Oh, okay. I thought it was B-Fab was in the win. Wow. It might be over right here with Candice.
Poison Pixie with a boot right in the mouth of B-Fab. There's a boot salt. Nobody home. Yeah, B-Fab moved out of harm's way. Bailey
Yeah, here we go.
into the ring. LeRae sent into the second turnbuckle. Now B-Fab with a right. And B-Fab with a slam to Bailey.
No way.
For the win. Candice LeRae, however, pulling B-Fab off the cover. B-Fab dumping the Poison Pixie out to the apron and a boot. Down goes LeRae.
So far, it's a pretty good match. Pretty good match.
Went for the big kick belly though. Rolls up B-Fab. Shoulders are down. Stacks her up.
Yeah,
Bailey,
as expected. It was a pretty good match. I had a lot of twists and turns. I have seen that a lot of fans would like to see Chelsea Green be the first women's United States champion. And honestly, I wouldn't be too mad at that. I think that Chelsea Green has done um, a pretty good job in as a single star, and I think she would be a pretty good champion, in my opinion.
We heard Sami Zayn say earlier in the night he had an idea. Do you think the megastar
Sami
could
Zayn
be the first
talking
man to
to
the bloodline?
LA Knight about possibly joining
Not quite
them for
sure,
Survivor
but we
Series.
do know this. LA Knight has a United States Championship Open Challenge live next.
LA Knight next. So far, guys, I think the show has been pretty good, and this match was very good in my opinion. Pleasantly surprised with BFAB because, like I said before, BFAB is someone who is green, and I think that she has spent a lot of time working and continuing to work on her craft, and I think that she has improved significantly, and I think that that showed during this match, and yeah, overall was a pretty good match. Now LA Knights is going to have a match. I'm not sure who. It's going to be an open challenge. I haven't seen any reports saying who it could be, or any rumors about perhaps a potential surprise, or I think that's going to be someone, someone that we already know. And yeah, but I'm pretty sure that LA Knight's going to have a very good match. I don't know if you guys have seen the news about Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch supposedly that she's going to return around when Monday Night Raw, when they make their debut on Netflix. That was the report that she would be returning by then, and I do think that I'm not honestly surprised by this news because Becky Lynch is someone who is one of the company's top stars, and I'm not surprised at all that she is going to be, back relatively soon. Chris, yeah, a surprise person. I honestly have no clue about who that person could be. I mean, it might even be Andrade or um is it Carmelo Hayes? Yeah, or it could be, but yeah, it would be pretty awesome to just get someone who maybe even someone from NXT. Now there were some reports just a couple of months ago that Oba Femi was yeah, please don't be Santos Escobar. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Santos Escobar. When was the last time he even wrestled? It's been, I can't even remember. Probably during some live event or something like this. I don't even remember the last time he wrestled. And it's pretty crazy because WWE viewed him like as the next Alberto Del Rio, someone who they could, push a Latino to be their top star, but obviously it didn't work out. Despite the fact that he speaks very good English, he's cuts very good promos, he's a very good wrestler, but I just think that they kind of gave up on pushing him to a main eventer like how Alberto was. So yeah. Oh, you think it's been a month? Oh, you can't get behind him. Yeah, man. A lot of people can't. It's difficult because there are so many wrestlers who have potential to be big stars, and then WWE sometimes gives them a little bit of airtime to kind of show what they could do, but eventually that kind of dissipates, and that could be said for him, and also uh, someone like Karrion Cross, who I think has a ton of potential to be a big star. However, the stuff that they are giving him to do on Monday Night Raw hasn't been the best, in my opinion. I do think that if WWE were to book him like how he was uh, being booked in NXT. I do think that I do believe that he would be very good, in my opinion. All right, guys. Looks like the next match is gonna come up soon. Still a lot of ads. Not that great. I do think that a lot of the matches don't get that much time, and yeah, it's bad in my opinion. Just waiting on LA Knight to come out. What are your guys' thoughts on LA Knight as the United States champion? Uh, for me, I do think that LA Knight was someone who a lot of people. Wait, hold on.
It's your time. What do you think? Oh, B-Flop, did you really think that you were gonna win that tournament? That is so cute. Is that cute, Pete?
So sweet. Oh, don't be sad, B-Fab. You gave it a good shot, but not everyone can be championship material, you know?
No, certainly not everyone, but we can. And when we become the first ever Women's United States champion, we'll let you hold the title. How about that?
Just kidding.
Listen, trash can Chelsea. Y'all both are right about one thing. Only one of y'all can hold the championship. So what happens if y'all go into the finals together? While y'all over here chuckling about me, I think that y'all have other things that you need to be worried about.
I'm not sure you're playing, but I was in that position.
I don't need a tournament to fight. Is there a problem here?
Possible tag team match.
The problem is you and that. It's what? We have to go. We're gonna strategize.
You know that? I think she's still smell. It's like in the book of Friday, you win some, lose some.
B-Fab's got someone watching her back.
All right, LA Knight is going to have an open challenge for his championship. Now there hasn't been any news about who this person could be. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if it's someone that we regularly see on television. I just hope it's someone from maybe even NXT, like Obafemi, and just someone different, because in these open challenges, it does basically allude to someone new and different coming out. So I do hope that it ends up being someone that we don't usually see on Friday Night Smackdown. So hopefully that is the case. You met Karrion Kross? That's pretty cool. How was he? Like, was he a cool dude? From what I've seen in interviews and things like that, he seems like a pretty cool, down-to-earth guy. And I did see an interview with Jesse Ventura. With Chris Van Vliet of him doing a Jesse Ventura impression. That was really, really funny. All right, LA Knight's gonna cut a promo right now. Let's see what happens.
Let me talk to you. My God, I've been around the world and everybody's looking for this thing. Crown Jewel came and went. I walk out still your United States champion. And apparently that must have caught some eyes because now Sami Zayn wants to ask me to join this bloodline civil war. Let me be honest. That ain't my fight. I don't need that. I don't want that. As far as I'm concerned, if the whole bloodline just destroyed each other,
Maybe
I'm
you could.
perfectly fine with it. Yeah. I got my own investment to worry about, and that's this thing right here. Now, this ain't the Logan Paul show. We ain't out here
Oh, there you
defending
go.
this thing just 2 times a year. Yeah, you can boo Logan Paul. That's all right. But I tell you what, while I'm standing here with this championship and I'm going to be that man, then I tell you what we're going to do. Once again, it is the LA Knight United States Championship Open Challenge. Yeah!
Let's see who it is. Legado del Fantasma, of course. Just like you said, Chris.
Legado del
Yep, same old people. That's so funny because of what you said. But yeah, I mean this. Yeah, you were right. I mean he is a talented wrestler, but obviously he has not resonated with fans. Even when he was with Rey Mysterio, um, you know, he just hasn't clicked with fans. And I think that's not something that's going to change, in my opinion. And yep, it does look like he will be taking him on. They're gonna cut a promo.
LA Knight. Let me tell you something. Why can't you say something cool, something interesting, something that has a ring to it? Shut up, Milwaukeeans. Milwaukeeans, really? It sounds like you're from a different planet, Milwaukeeans.
Maybe someone will interrupt.
It's all right.
Maybe.
It's all right. Why can't you say something cool like Escobar? Sí.
That means yes. Or yeah.
Are you not tired, exhausted, disgusted of hearing yourself speak? I don't know about this, Milwaukeeans, but I am. And I think it's time for someone to shut you up. Look, Electra Lopez here has a unique opportunity to become the first ever Women's United States Champion. Mi campeona.
She would be an interesting choice
On
to
top
win.
of that, why not bring the United States Championship to my familia, El Legado del Fantasma? So here's what we're gonna do.
1 second. I appreciate your ambition. I hear everything you're saying. But I can feel this goof staring a hole in me right
Oh, you're
now.
right.
He's looking at me like my head's covered in barbecue sauce. Maybe you're hungry, I'm not sure. But here's the thing, me and you, been there, done that, beat you. But this guy, I can give you an opportunity of a lifetime.
I guess it's
look at it
something
this way.
different.
Only a couple nights ago in this building, Giannis scored 59 points.
You know that quote? Mere luck.
Now, I ain't gonna score 59 on you, but I will get 3 the hard way as you get dropped with a BFT. So I'll give you the opportunity of a lifetime and beat you like your daddy. But don't get excited. The only one that can call me daddy is your girl over here. Yeah? So while she's calling me daddy and you're screaming uncle, I'll have everybody saying, yeah.
The Milwaukeeans love it. Escobar can't be happy. Alberto now while attacking LA Knight. LA Knight only has himself to blame.
Knight stared a hole back through Burrow, took his eye off the ball, and he got beat down for it.
We're going to have a United States Championship match. Height Inferno next.
This just came
You were right, Chris. Well, kind of, you were right. At least it's not Santos Escobar. We've seen a lot of him, and I think that Humberto Carrillo is talented. Just a few years ago, I do remember he was getting a singles push on Monday Night Raw, and then that obviously just basically it just stopped. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have a good match, but I just think that um thankfully Santos Escobar is not going to have to be wrestling LA Knight. So far I think SmackDown has been okay. Lots of promos, lots of commercials during matches, and I think that they should give more time to the matches because, yeah, it does kind of take away from what's actually happening. But yeah, man, was did you see anything about this, Chris, about Santos Escobar? Because you got it right on the money. Yeah, I think that's same old people. And the main event, I do believe it's going to be Naomi versus Nia Jax, right? Right. I do think that's going to be the main event. Now that match, anything could happen in that match. You know, I do think that Nia Jax has done a pretty good job, in my opinion, as the women's champion. I'm actually pretty surprised with how she has been performing, and I do think that she's just done good overall. However, with Tiffany Stratton, um, you know, teasing a potential cash in, could it happen? Could she cash in during the match, or could she perhaps cost Nia Jax the match by hitting her with the briefcase and then cashing it in on Naomi or something like this? I'm honestly uh, not too sure what's going to happen, but it would be pretty awesome if if um, if I'm sorry, if Tiffany Stratton ends up getting the victory and becoming the new women's champion. That would be pretty awesome to see. Um, what else is next, guys? The Usos are going to have a segment, right? Correct. That was mentioned earlier tonight. Um, Roman Reigns is going to be there. This match, LA Knights and Humberto Carrillo, which is starting right now.
State Championship Challenge. LA Knight and Berto of Legado del Fantasma. And Berto's been taking the fight to the champ, Corey, during the break.
What if Humberto wins? I highly doubt it, Chris. I doubt they would want to have LA Knight drop his title on a SmackDown. But I mean, is it possible? Yes.
Santos Escobar just a few feet in front of us celebrating just a little prematurely, but let's look again at the picturesque flying drop kick from Berto, right on the money. Yeah, but what an opportunity, Corey. Berto has never held a championship in WWE. In fact, during the break, did some research. This is his first opportunity at a singles championship here.
That's crazy.
Or Smackdown, looking to knock off the champ LA Knights. Right now, slowing down the pace.
This being his first title opportunity or singles title opportunity. So it would be interesting to see if he ends up winning it.
His athleticism of his own. LA Knight's got to be careful. And Knight's not going to drop 59 on anybody, but got a mean crossover.
That looks LA Knight slamming Umberto Carrillo's head on the announce table, and it looks bad because Umberto is just basically selling it, but his head's not making any contact. That's not great. Feel like it might be over pretty soon, actually.
Understanding the magnitude of the opportunity he has in his hands right now. LA Knight up Roberto lands on his feet. And O'Connor rolls, shoulders down. Champ kicks out at 2. And
Ooh.
what a kick! Good, nice springboard kick for the title. Knight again stays alive. What a performance so far by Berto. And you gotta wonder what Santos has.
So far, he's doing pretty good. Umberto Carrillo's doing pretty good. I think that out of the whole group, I think that Umberto Carrillo may be the more talented of them, wrestling wise.
Glaringly obvious that Berto has done his homework on the United States champion. That running drop kick by Berto. Knight again in trouble. This could begin the shift of power toward Legado del Fantasma.
Ooh.
We mentioned Electra Lopez in the Women's United States Championship tournament as well. Knight fighting desperately here. Headbutt right on the ear of Berto.
Oh. Yeah. Might be over. There you go. Pretty good short match. I do think that Umberto Carrillo did shine in that little amount of time that he had. But yeah, pretty good match. It's looking like perhaps they're gonna start a feud again with Legado del Fantasma and LA Knights. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get to see something different. But yeah. Good match overall. I do believe so. So next up, it does appear. What the hell? Who's that? Oh! Here we go. Nakamura finally back. He has like some weird face paint.
Samurai has returned to Smackdown, and it would appear that the United States
Now this is a good feud, of interesting feud.
Yo, man, where your trouble is? Still ain't got no fifth member for this war game stuff, bro. We need to tighten up. What you yelling at me for, man? I'm trying to. You. What? What's up, Bruce? Man, don't look like that. What?
Listen, it's not looking good.
I knew that.
Where's Roman at? Are we gonna talk or what?
Listen, he said meet him here.
So let's go.
Let's go.
So for the fifth member of the Survivor Series War Games match, who do you guys think is going to be? There are several people that it could be. There is one person that was teased on Monday Night Raw, that being Seth Rollins, obviously. And it does appear like Seth Rollins will end up being the fifth member for the original bloodline to take on, the new bloodline. And that match, I'm pretty excited to see what's going to happen in that match. I do think that WWE has done a very good job to keep this feud going for as long as they have, and I think that um, it will be a very interesting match at Survivor Series War Games, and I'm excited to see what happens with that. Now, um, another thing that I wanted to talk about was on Cody Rhodes. Now there was a report saying that according to, I believe it was Sportskeeda, they were saying that Cody Rhodes was going to be the fifth member for the babyface team at Survivor Series War Games. However, they changed their plans, and as of right now, uh, if Cody ends up having a match, it doesn't look like Cody will be having a match at this upcoming pay per view PLE, uh, because of that, because of this change. However, from what happened tonight, it does appear like they could either have this match, a match between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes at Survivor Series, or they will most likely have it at Saturday night's main event. That could possibly be what may end up happening, and I do think that it's fine, because Cody Rhodes has been very active ever since he won the the undisputed championship. He has been very active, and I do think that he could, use some time to rest up and skip this PLE because um, it is expected that there will be a ton of very good matches for this PLE. So it's not that, you know, shocking or bad that he's going to miss this PLE, but it remains to be seen. Obviously, nothing has been set in stone, and things can change. All right, guys. So it appears that the next segment is going to be the bloodline. Maybe they might give a clue as to who is going to be the fifth member. Now, again, like I said before, uh, the there was a report that came out saying that Seth Rollins is going to be the fifth member of the babyface team for the original bloodline. And perhaps during this segment, they will be talking about it more and giving more clues to that. One thing, though, that is kind of a, I guess you could say, a negative is that I forgot his name, the Hikuleo, the newly signed, he was signed just a couple of months ago, that he would be a part of the new bloodline, and that would have been awesome to see. However, it does look like he will be starting off in NXT, and WWE has also been signing many potential bloodline members, and it's pretty awesome. And so, if they wanted to, theoretically, WWE could continue this storyline with the bloodline for years and years to come because they just keep on adding more and more family members. So, that could be something to see. Um, yeah, still in commercial break. Um, yeah. All right. So, it looks like perhaps the bloodline will be coming out. And now this entrance takes forever because it is Roman Reigns. And now they're teasing or hyping up the main event that will be later on tonight between Nia Jax and Naomi for the WWE Women's Championship, which I am sure will be pretty awesome. Oh, also, there will be a match between the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, in this match, I highly doubt that the Motor City Machine Guns will end up losing. There is a promo right now. Hold on.
I'm just saying it's not looking good.
Roman Reigns.
So who's going to tell him? All right? I'll just say it. We've been to Raw, we've been to Smackdown, we've asked around. There's nobody. There's nobody that the bloodline hasn't dropped. There's nobody who wants to work with the bloodline. So no, we don't have a fifth guy.
Roman, did you make that call? You got to make the call, Bruce.
Well, they better dial 911.
Yeah, Solo Sikoa is coming out. And it does seem more and more likely that obviously Seth Rollins is going to be revealed as the fifth member. Now, in my opinion, guys, I do think that ever since Jacob Fatu made his debut in WWE, I do think that he has, in my opinion, outshined Solo Sikoa. I do think that he just has something about him that is completely different compared to everyone else in the bloodline. And I think that he's just overall a better wrestler. But yeah, it does look like the bloodline, there will be a segment right now. Solo Sikoa is entering the ring with the new bloodline. And it does look like Roman Reigns and the Usos and Sami Zayn are going to come out to have a confrontation. So more entrances, which is pretty crazy. Let's see what Solo has to say.
He is the one in possession of the Ula Fala. Possession's 9/10 of the law.
Let's see what he has to say.
Having a werewolf watch your back doesn't hurt either.
Milwaukee. Acknowledge me.
Now more entrances. Another super long entrance. This is one thing that is kind of, I guess not probably, no, yeah, another entrance. Yeah, these, lots of entrances, that's for sure. But looks like they may have a brawl or something like this. What's pretty crazy is that even though this has been going on for this whole bloodline storyline has been going on for a while, it does appear like people are still very, very interested in this whole, bloodline storyline, which is great. And at times it does feel like it's run its course because of just how, I guess you could say, repetitive the matches have been. And yeah, you would assume that people would have gotten tired by what has been going on, but it does appear like people are still invested in this, and a lot is going to be continuing. Now it does appear like they're going to have a brawl. Someone's gonna come out for sure. Ooh, that was That looked pretty bad. It looked like Jey Uso might have gotten injured right there, because he did dive to the outside. And they look pretty bad right there. Hopefully he's all right.
One of the scariest men on the entire planet. And now Solo Sikoa, who believes Sami Zayn betrayed him, turned down his opportunity.
That was close. Roman almost speared Sami Zayn. That was pretty close. Jacob Fatu versus Roman. Now that's a match that would be pretty awesome to see. But obviously WWE has been holding off on this match. Bronson Reed. Yep. So that even, solidifies it even more that Seth Rollins is going to be the 5th member for the OG Bloodline. Ooh. That would be a crazy team. Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed. That would be pretty crazy. Right now, theoretically they are a team, but yeah. Damn. I think Bronson Reed's a pretty good addition to the new Bloodline for now, obviously. Holy crap. Bronson Reed has basically destroyed everybody right now. Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns. A pretty good addition, in my opinion. Roman was kind of getting his yeah, he's just getting attacked now. Roman Reigns is. It's just too many people. It looks like they're making a comeback. He's attacking everybody. No, they're solo. The spike. Yes. Yeah, it's just too much. I felt like Seth was gonna come out. That moonsault's crazy from Jacob Fatu. That's crazy. Yeah, so overall, is a pretty good segment. It shows just how insanely strong this new Bloodline team is. I mean, they've destroyed every single person, and they look very good as a team. So great booking by WWE to, give sympathy to the babyface team.
It appears Bronson Reed
Great job
has
by
joined
WWE.
the new bloodline. The OGs are outgunned in a bad, bad way.
So now, guys, there are two matches left. Uh, the tag team match between the Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits. In that match, I do see the Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley retaining their titles. And you know what could be interesting is that if the Street Profits, that they have been kind of teasing a potential split from each other for the past couple of weeks. They've been doing a lot of interviews, especially Montez Ford has been alluding to it that he's unhappy with WWE Creative and that he would like to have more, I guess you could say, because there has been a lot of starts and stop with them, especially when the Street Profits aligned with Bobby Lashley, and then obviously when he got released, then WWE had to change their plans with them again, and now that they are without Bobby Lashley, they are kind of getting another new start, and I think that you know for the Street Profits to be frustrated with WWE Creative, it does make a lot of sense. Just because of you're getting pushed, and then an injury happens, someone gets released, and then that all suddenly just stops, and then back to square one, and things like this. So I do think that um, even though I do see the Motor City Machine Guns getting the victory tonight, I do think that perhaps having Montez Ford turn on Angelo Dawkins, perhaps that might be the correct decision, just to freshen up their feud and have Montez Ford be a single star. Montez Ford is someone who I do remember a couple of years ago that when Angelo Dawkins got injured, Montez Ford was a single star and they were pushing him for quite a bit of time. I do remember him having a match against Roman Reigns, and that match was pretty good. And he was excelling very well as a single star. However, again, that stopped as well. And then when that stopped, Angelo Dawkins returned from injury and they reunited, and WWE basically did nothing with them. So it's they have all the right to be frustrated with how their careers have been going so far compared to how they were being booked in NXT, because in NXT they were very successful, and I do think that they had a very good run there. So I'm excited to see what happens with this match. That's more likely gonna um, come up next, and yeah, I mean, there could be a ton of surprises for this match and also for the main events. And yeah, yeah, Chris, that segment was pretty crazy. Bronson Reed, I mean, I think WWE has done a great job with Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed was when he got released uh a couple years ago, I was very surprised because I always saw Bronson Reed as a potential big monster heel, like how he is now. And when he got released, it was very surprising to see that. But now that he's back, I think Triple H has done an excellent job booking him. And I think that he's just a powerhouse, a monster, and hopefully that continues for him, and perhaps maybe even a future he may be a future mid-card champion, and maybe sometime down the line he could be a world heavyweight champion. That is very possible. I do see a lot of potential in him, winning a the main title on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, so this show has been, as of right now, this show has been pretty good. But like I said before, uh, all of these commercials during matches and also all these entrances are pretty long. And I think that it does take away from the match and what is actually happening inside the ring. And yeah, I mean, Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw being a 3 hour show is going to be absolutely brutal, I think. However, it does open up it gives WWE more opportunity to feature more stars who don't necessarily get a lot of television time. That's basically the only upside that I see in Raw and SmackDown going to 3 hours. But again, for the viewer, it is a negative thing in my opinion. Uh, to have a viewer sit through a lot of just filler stuff. So yeah. Okay, now we're back with SmackDown.
Changed moments ago. Amidst the civil war that was ongoing, a shocking turn of events. The potential fifth member for the new bloodline, Big Bronson Reed, would hit the scene. But Roman Reigns would not go down without a fight. Yeah, Roman Reigns, a valiant effort here, but the Samoan spike by Solo Sikoa would end that rally. Then Jacob Fatu with a moonsault, and then Bronson Reed, who has been terrorizing Monday Night Raw for months, delivered a tsunami to Roman. Make the call. Make the call.
You can hear Jey Uso telling Roman to make the call to obviously Seth Rollins.
The original bloodline, who the hell do you call? There aren't any options. It's the bloodline. The bloodline have run roughshod over WWE for too long. Roman is without allies. At this point, you don't need to call anybody. You all need to hit your knees and start praying, because things don't look good for the OG. Bronson Reed has completely changed the complexion of War Games. Takes place 2 weeks.
Good addition to the new bloodline. Bronson Reed is very good, a very good addition.
Situation concerning Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, General Manager Nick Aldis as well. Well, we understand that Kevin Owens has just posted a video about this to social media.
Let's see.
I showed up to the arena in Milwaukee earlier and I was turned away. I was told that I'm not welcome there and that I had to leave because of what I did to Randy Orton last week. But what I did to Randy Orton last week was I did my job. All I did was do what they asked me to do, because Randy showed up, called me out to the ring, and then I showed up. And now I'm in trouble because I put Randy Orton on the shelf. That is absolute nonsense. It's not fair. But guess what the best part is? Just now, a few minutes ago, I got a call from Nick Aldis asking me to be at Smackdown in Salt Lake City next Friday. And why? Because the little golden boy, Cody Rhodes, wants me there. Oh my God, Cody wants me there. I have to be there, right? Can't disappoint Cody Rhodes. Well, you know what, Cody? I shouldn't show up. But I will. I'll be there. Not for you, not for Nick Aldis, not even for WWE, because they hardly deserve me at this point. I'm going to show up next week for myself because I happen to love Utah, the mountains, the fresh air, all that stuff. It's good for me. But everyone needs to remember one thing. When I show up next Friday, I'm just doing what you all want me to do. I'm just doing my job.
All right, tag team match. Pretty good promo by Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens has been excellent with feuding with Randy Orton, feuding with Cody Rhodes. I think he's done a very good job, and I think that he is he plays a better heel character, in my opinion. And I do think that it would be awesome to see Kevin Owens again, win something, win a main championship. But obviously, since he's on SmackDown, that is not necessarily something that could happen, especially a main title. I think that's if someone is going to win a main championship, that is going to either be, it's just going to be on Monday Night Raw. I do think that That's the only place where a title can change hands, because WWE has been very, very invested in this Bloodline storyline and Cody Rhodes as champion. And I mean, it makes sense because people are still into it, and Cody Rhodes is still the top WWE merchandise seller. He has been for a while now, and it's just very, very, sorry, very profitable. I think just to have Cody Rhodes as the guy, right, as champion. So yeah, right now the Motor City Machine Guns are about to come out, and ever since they made their debut on WWE television, I do think that they have been very good. I Prior to them signing with WWE, they were saying, reports were saying that they would be, uh, perhaps, perhaps AEW was going to be a potential destination for them. However, they ended up in WWE, which was the correct decision in my opinion, because I mean, look, what the second match that they had, the third or fourth match that they had, they became the WWE Tag Team Champions. I mean, and they have been booked very strong since joining the company literally several weeks ago, and I think that I mean, it speaks for itself. They made the correct decision in joining WWE instead of AEW, because in AEW, more likely than not, they would be just a regular team, get a little bit of hype when they initially sign, make their debut, but then eventually they will be, uh, taken off of Dynamite and moved to either Rampage or Collision. All right, so this match is going to start now.
Starting things off against Montez Ford. Ford said, we were conned. Hey, we joined another person. He left the company to do his own thing, so no more smiling and acting like all is good. It is time that we buckle up, that we settle down. No more talking. It's win or bust tonight against the tag champs.
This is truly a put up or shut up situation for Montez Ford. You can't blame your misfortunes in WWE on somebody else. The Street Profits have tasted success. They've been perennially near the top of the tag team division. But without the gold, it can all be for naught.
Shoulders down. Save it. Listen to it. His own attempt, and Montez Ford back to his feet, caught by Chris Sabin. Montez lands on his feet to stalemate early going of this matchup.
Montez Ford is can be a future world champion, in my opinion. I think he has the potential to become that. Just all depends on WWE creative, which has not been the best for him.
A championship recently, and he told me, listen, I'm always going to be friends with Tez. We're a great tag team, but maybe it's time we start to test the water a little bit, branch out a little bit on our own.
Tease of a split for the Street Profits.
To the knee, Alex Shelley now, and a double team with Sabin with the basement drop kick.
Seamless teamwork covered by Shelley.
And a kick out by Montez.
Just a shining example.
Cover again, and another kick out.
As to why we've referred a third time to the Motor City Machine Guns as your favorite tag team's favorite tag team. Sabin and Shelley have redefined the tag team wrestling industry as a whole.
That hits a buster on it.
That's what we need to see, Tez.
Montez Ford fired up.
Give me some more of
Shelley
that.
with the right. And now, here comes Angelo Dawkins. And Dawkins.
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Dawkins and Montez Ford are all business tonight. No more fooling around. It's tonight, the Street Profits night.
It's the holidays at Wayfair.
So far, is a pretty good match. Again, I don't see the Street Profits winning this match, but like I said before, anything could happen. The surprise could happen. But yeah, I mean, those guys are a great tag team, but so is the Motor City Machine Guns. They are very good. So it remains to be seen what's going to happen there. But overall, yeah, guys, I think that with this being again my first official live stream, I think that it's been pretty cool, very different compared to the other content that I do, I just usually do like just regular videos, and doing live streams is something that I've always wanted to do. But like I said in the beginning, that I haven't really had that much time, to do them basically. But I will be trying my best to, get that time to do these live streams. In addition to the videos that I already do, I will be trying my absolute best to, just create a different form of content for you guys, because, I appreciate all of the likes, the comments, the views that you guys, in the support that you guys uh, give me. And I think that the least that I could do is to create more content for you guys to watch, to maybe hang out if you're bored or something like this. Then, this is the least I could do. And yeah. So is from the looks of it, it's just gonna be these two last matches: the Street Profits versus the Motor City Machine Guns, and then we will be seeing the main events versus Nia Jax against Naomi for the WWE Women's Championship, which I'm pretty sure will be very good. And again, in that match, honestly, I do not see Nia Jax dropping her championship anytime soon, for that matter. Obviously, Tiffany Stratton has the women's money in the bank briefcase, and she could cash in. She has been teasing that for quite some time now, but I don't think that, although it is possible that they have a major surprise, um, I just don't think that is going to happen, especially right now. I do think that maybe uh, maybe Tiffany Stratton costs Naomi the match, and Nia Jax wins, and we continue on like that. Yeah, Chris. That would be awesome to see. A surprise for Tiffany to cash in her briefcase, and that would be pretty cool to see. But yeah, again, it's it seems unlikely, but it's possible.
Powerhouse of a team. Angelo Dawkins just muscling Alex Shelley back into the Street Profits corner. Shelley, though, calling out a harm's way. Tag made. Montez Ford going to try to prevent him from making a tag to save it. Shelley creates space across the ring. Tag made. Here comes Chris Sabin. Dawkins taken out at the knees. Motor City Machine Guns, well-oiled machine.
Wow.
As he takes down Montez Ford. Baseball slide to Dawkins. Ford set up over the top to the
Holy, that looked pretty dangerous right
Motor
there.
City Machine Guns, such a treat to watch, Corey. Really. Oh my goodness. Running knee by Shelley. Save it! Cannonball takes down Ford. Sabin and Shelley basking in the adulation of the WWE Universe for a moment as we look again at Chris Sabin using his own body as a weapon to take out Ford. Now Sabin into the corner. Tag made. Shelley's now legal. The tag team champions rolling now. Sabin from the top. Oh, go right to the back of the
Pretty
neck.
good move. I haven't seen that.
For the win and a kick out by Montez Ford.
Pretty
Perhaps on
unique
instinct alone.
moves by
Offense few have
Alex
ever
Shelley
done
and Chris
better
Sabin.
than the Motor City Machine Guns.
Oh,
Casey
Rodrigo,
able to
what's up, man?
precision on the drop,
Pretty
giving
good.
the flatliner from Shelley,
A little bit
double impact on Montez Ford.
tired. I haven't really
Show on the
done.
grand stage of Friday Night Smackdown. Tag
I don't
made
usually
Ford,
ever
tag
do
right
live
back
streams, so
as Chris Sabin now
yeah.
with a kick to Ford.
But I'm good, man. How are you?
Absolute technical wizards. Well-rounded game plans from both.
Thanks for tuning in, checking out, just hanging out.
And striking. Angelo Dawkins is the
That's
leader.
great, man.
Uh-oh! Double team. Cover to win the gold. And a kick out. You see the urgency from Angelo Dawkins. Tag made. Ford now legal for the Profits. Montez Ford heading up to the top rope. With a Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, distraction finish. honestly, not too surprised there.
This is uncalled for. This is ridiculous. Ciampa obviously still ticked off. He believes that the Street Profits cut the line. But he's also ticked off at the fact that
John Cena versus Obafemi. That could be a good match, man. I mean, John Cena, it is going to be his last, run in WWE. So I wouldn't be opposed to seeing that match. I think Obafemi is a future main eventer. And that would be cool seeing him get a victory over John Cena. That would put him, on top. There's another tease for the DIY splits with Tommaso Ciampa.
Something wrong with Ciampa. How you're disrupting a tag team title match. That wasn't the tag champs machine gun. Dawkins said the hell with that. Shelley and Saban apparently said, hey, listen, sorry the fight broke up that way, but then Dawkins just ticked off. Emotions running wild here tonight.
Now it looks like the Street Profits might turn heel, because Angelo Dawkins attacked Alex Shelley.
Championship night continues tonight on Friday night Smackdown, still to come. The WWE Women's Championship.
Yeah, Rodrigo. Obafemi to main roster. Yeah, he could face Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. I do think that's again, it's kind of interesting because in NXT, when wrestlers are in NXT, they are booked very well in NXT, and then when they just go to the main roster, basically everything just turns for the worse. I think that, well, for an example would be Karrion Kross. Like, just one example would be Karrion Kross. When he was in NXT, he was booked like a monster. He was defeating everybody. And then he gets called up to, I believe it was Monday Night Raw. And then Vince McMahon basically had him change his whole wardrobe. He was like some kind of gladiator type of wrestler, and with some crazy helmet thing that obviously ended up flopping hard. And then nothing happened with him. Then ultimately he got released, he got brought back, and now he's back. And then he's kind of, I guess you could say, in the same position that he was prior to him getting released. He is on television. He is feuding with the Wyatt Six, and also aligned himself with the Miz. A very odd pairing. However, yeah, I mean, typically we have seen that when NXT stars make the jump to the main roster, they do lose a lot of their steam that they had. Oh, and another example as well recently with Baron Corbin. I mean, he was doing so well in NXT. He was doing excellent in NXT. He was having great matches with Braun Breaker, with Ilya Dragunov, with others. And then WWE decides to just bring him up to the main roster with no real plan. And then he has a couple of matches. He does team up with Apollo Crews for a good minute, and then after that, WWE decides, you know what, I think that this tag team is not going to work out. So then they end up splitting up Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin, and then they have nothing for them, and eventually Baron Corbin gets released. Or they decide to not extend his contract, and he's gone from the company. So yeah, I do think that Obafemi is someone who can perhaps change this, what happens to many NXT stars once they move to the main roster. Hopefully, he is like different, booking wise, and because he has all the tools to be a main event star on the main roster. And I do think that he is a future world heavyweight champion, and just it just all depends on how he is booked. Is Apollo Crews next to be released? I won't be surprised. Um, when Tegan Knox, Baron Corbin, and Indy Hartwell got released, when was it? A couple of weeks ago. Um, Fightful Select did say that it was that WWE sources told them that WWE was not planning on making other releases. However, I would not be surprised, especially because uh, all of them basically were we're not getting any time on television, so they ended up getting released. If they're not being used, then I guess just give them their time to be, let go from the company. And I do think that Apollo Crews is someone who, again, is someone who has the potential, but he is missing. Um, he is a very talented wrestler, but the main thing that has always been detrimental for him, in terms of him exceeding or breaking out of that mid-core role, is his speaking ability. It doesn't seem as though he is very confident when he cuts promos, and I think that that is missing. I do believe that if you want to be a main roster star, you have to be able to cut promos, and that is something that is needed in order to be that, to become a main guy. And Apollo Crews has been with the company for many, many years now, and he just hasn't shown that he can be a good promo, so to speak.
About us. It's about our girl here, Naomi, because she got that title match tonight. And girl, we got this. And Naomi, if anybody want to try it, we always got your back. Snatch and drag. We got you. We got her. We got her. All right. Better. Thanks, babe. Trust. We got you, girl. We got you. But we got snatch and drag.
So now Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are going to be. It looks like they're going to be accompanying Naomi for this match. I mean, anything could happen there. Perhaps they end up costing Naomi the match. I mean, that's possible. And then because they have also been teasing a breakup between Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, so I wouldn't be surprised that in their attempt to perhaps help out Naomi, they end up messing up, and then which causes Naomi to lose the match, and then further alongs their tease for a breakup. Yeah, that's true, Rodrigo. If Vince McMahon were still in charge of WWE creative, I do believe that many wrestlers would not be where they are right now. I do think that Triple H has done a fantastic job, in my opinion, as the head of creative. I do think that he's done a a very good job in that, and Vince McMahon was, I guess you could say, holding back a lot of Triple H's ideas because he was just someone who he was the boss basically, and that whatever he wanted, goes. Whatever he says goes. And I do think that despite the fact that maybe people were telling him, oh, maybe you should, you know, um, give this person a push or something like this, or give him a chance, give her a chance to see what they could do on television. Maybe Vince was like, no, I want things to go like this, and I am the final say. And you know, when he got when he left WWE, I do believe that there were significant improvements, and that is pretty obvious with how the company has been doing financially and on social media, things like this. They have been growing, and I do think that Vince McMahon leaving was the best decision for WWE to be successful. So looking at Friday Night SmackDown, there have been several teases of splits actually. Obviously DIY DIY has been for several weeks now. They have been teasing a split from each other, or a maybe even a heel turn, because basically Tommaso Ciampa is already a heel, and he has been essentially telling Johnny Gargano to just be tough, not to be so friendly with everyone, and to be more tough would be the word. And also from what happened tonight with the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins did attack, I believe it was Chris Sabin, and that was frustration right there. So they may be turning heel, or perhaps Montez Ford breaks away from his partnership with Angelo Dawkins. There's so many things that could end up happening, and a lot of teases of potential splits. So yeah, Rodrigo update with Keith Lee on AEW return. I haven't heard anything on that, Rodrigo. I haven't heard anything about Keith Lee. The last thing I saw was maybe 3 weeks ago or something like that, where he said on, I think it was on X, he did say that he has plans to return, that he wants to get back in the ring, and I think that hopefully he does return to AEW to in-ring competition. I know that Keith Lee has been battling a lot of like COVID symptoms. I do remember his wife, Mia Yim, did say on social media that he did have a lot of struggles with that, specifically like respiratory wise, I guess you could say. He had a lot of problems like that that were hindering him from actually wrestling and just living his life, his best life. And I think that that is a shame, because um, when he was in WWE, in NXT again specifically, he was doing great. Then he went to the main roster. Nothing happened. Then he got released, and then he joined AEW. And many people were excited for him to, go to a new place. Perhaps Tony Khan could book him better, could make him a big star. But then again, COVID happened, and then he was sidelined again. And uh, yeah, Rodrigo, Keith Lee has just been plagued with injuries, which is a shame because he is very talented. But then again, he is getting up in age, and I do think that it is very difficult for him to continue to wrestle. I do think, and it's just lots of complications. It's just bad news for him. Yeah, I remember Rodrigo when when Keith Lee won. Uh, I forgot which titles he won in. Oh, he won. I believe he was the North American champion and also the NXT champion. I do remember him holding both championship titles. I mean, that booking was insane. He was a beast. He was destroying everybody. So yeah, we're back to Friday Night SmackDown. Now we're just waiting. Naomi is in the ring, and she is waiting on Nia Jax. I'm not sure if Tiffany Stratton is gonna be with her. Are they even still? They're still pretty tight, right? Or did they? Let's see. Yeah, she's walking. She's walking with Tiffany Stratton. One interesting thing is that Tiffany Stratton is not dressed with like ring gear, so maybe ah Now Tiffany Stratton is walking towards the backstage area. So she just accompanied Nia Jax and now she's walking backstage. Now could this be some kind of, smoke screen to say, oh, so she's not going to come out, right? Perhaps she does, like towards the end, and which will be a very big surprise in my opinion to have Tiffany Stratton cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase on Nia Jax. But obviously that remains to be seen. And there is about 18 minutes left for the show to end. So it does give Nia Jax and Naomi a bit of time to, wrestle and to have a good match. So they are both in the ring and the announcer is starting.
Is for the WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Diego, California, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax.
It has been an historic night already on Friday Night Smackdown. We kicked off the tournament to crown the first ever Women's United States Champion. And now tonight on our main event, Nia Jax defends the WWE Women's title against Naomi. I want to ask you a question about what we showed you a little bit ago, Corey. That's the fact that Naomi pinned the champ.
That's true, Rodrigo.
Should we read too much into that? Or
Miro has also had a pretty bad run in AEW.
I think Naomi capitalized on a situation. Not to say Naomi doesn't have the ability to knock off Jax, but we're going to have to see a side of Naomi that we haven't traditionally seen. Because I assure you, Nia Jax was embarrassed and angered by being pinned by Naomi. And all that anger is going to come out on the head of Naomi tonight. Yeah, Nia Jax using her power to bury Naomi in the corner here in the early going of this matchup. Naomi tried to come out.
Wow. Nia Jax is like crazy strong.
Slinging Naomi around the ring.
Hey, listen, that was several weeks ago that Naomi beat Nia Jax. How about the disappointment Nia suffered at Crown Jewel, coming up short to Liv Morgan for the Crown Jewel Women's Championship? Nia would have loved to have that accolade. Oh! And all the frustration coming out tonight.
Naomi now shoulders down to the title. Nia Jax able to roll in the heart.
Oh, good kick.
Naomi, the champ's in trouble.
With that said, I hope Naomi planned for a very angry, possibly frustrated Nia Jax.
Right there. Naomi covering again, Nia. Gets the shoulder off.
Naomi's a veteran of this game. She's been there.
Oh, I thought that Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair were.
Tiffany Stratton as well. This Money in the Bank. Nia Jax. Nia in a collision now.
It does look like something could happen, like a surprise could happen for this match. It does feel that way.
7 years since Naomi has held gold. And 2.5 years since she's been a tag champ.
And if you're Naomi and you were away from WWE for such a duration, you only come back to be great. You only come back to be at the top of the mountain. You don't come back to be an also-ran.
Flip, shoulders down, champ kicks.
Naomi has to realize the magnitude of the opportunity in front of her tonight and realize it may never come again.
Here's the cover by Nia, hooks the inside leg, and a kick out by Naomi. Naomi's got to use her quickness against the powerful Jax. And now Nia looking to wear Naomi down, slow down the pace of the match.
If I'm Naomi, I'm trying to chop down Nia Jax. I'd be focusing on the knees, the ankles of the champion. Try to get Nia off of her feet by any means necessary. And then try to tire the champion out.
So far, this is a typical Nia Jax match. Very slow, very not too exciting. Naomi is trying to kind of give some excitement to this match because it's a pretty slow match.
Appears to be all business thus far in the matchup. Naomi usually loves to have a great time mid-match, wants to interact with the WWE universe. But Naomi's certainly focused on the task at hand.
Bang! And you know, you talked about that. You saw the frustration coming out moments ago from Nia, the fact that she was embarrassed, humiliated, being pinned by Naomi last month. She wants to punish, torture, embarrass Naomi here tonight.
Because Nia realizes it's more than just picking up a win over Naomi. It's a message to the entire roster, including Ms. Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton.
Well, you mentioned it before. We all know how much it bothered Nia not to win the crown.
Wow.
What a headbutt by Nia!
Was awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen Nia Jax do a move like that.
Nia went right back for the attack. Naomi, though, able to recover, kicked out of the champion. Nia took a bit too much time showboating, and she may pay for it.
I think you're right.
The match is picking up. Very good. Holy shit.
Suicide dive, the champion into the barricade. Naomi's got an opportunity to win the women's title. Naomi taking her the champion here.
So far, guys, the match has picked up. It was pretty slow in the beginning, which is typical for the, usual Nia Jax matches. But it has picked up, and I don't know why I do feel like something's gonna happen. Maybe a cash-in. I don't know. Tiffany Stratton. It did seem as though Tiffany was pretty behind Nia Jax for her to win. However, they have also teased that they were just breaking up, and that's possible as well. So many things possible because also it did show Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill backstage, and maybe they will get involved. I'm pretty sure. I highly doubt that WWE would just show them, backstage, and then not have them be on television, like in the ring, like be involved. And yeah, so far, is picture in picture. Naomi has gotten the upper hand, but Nia Jax has taken over once again. Nia Jax goes for the pin, kick out. Yeah, pretty slow match, but yeah. So there's not much time left for the show. I mean, like maybe 10 minutes or something like this. So there is plenty of time for a surprise to take place. Yeah, Rodrigo, for the 2025 Hall of Fame, I do believe that out of all of the names that you've listed, I do think that perhaps Victoria and maybe I think Victoria, because I highly doubt that she's still active, right? She's not an active wrestler anymore. She's like retired. I haven't seen anything about her. And then Taz, I'm pretty sure he's going to stay in AEW. Jim Cornette, I highly doubt that. Lillian Garcia, maybe. She is back in WWE.
By the number one contender for the women's championship.
And things are starting to look bleak for the challenger, Naomi, because Nia Jax is growing more and more confident as this match progresses. Naomi has fought valiantly to this point, but
Oh, and a headbutt right to the spine.
reality starting to sink in, and Jax now with a half crab submission, targeting Naomi's lower back. It's a great strategy by the champion.
And I full right now on the body of Naomi, just continuing to...
Nia Jax has Naomi like in the Boston Crab. Looked very painful. Very, very painful.
Naomi definitely lit Nia up with that kick, but the irresistible force continues to move
Nia Jax
forward.
going for a power bomb. Nice reversal by Naomi. Like sunset flip power bomb. Very good.
Great move by Naomi.
Also Nia Jax as well, because
The tides have turned.
that needed cooperation.
Naomi with a kick, looking to rally. Oh, that kick.
Good
by
kick.
Nia. Back of the neck. Nia's still on her feet somehow. Second rope now for Naomi. Cross body.
Naomi looking to push the pace here. Late into the matchup.
Then Enziguri up the second rope, corner of the ear.
This may be what it all boils down to. Who's got more gas left in the tank?
Naomi now. Shrugged off by the champion. Oh, there's the rear view for the win, for the championship. Oh, Nia at 2.5.
Naomi has been pretty good in this match.
But the difference in that cover could have very well been that Naomi did not have the shoulders of the champion pinned. She was low.
Thankfully, the match did pick up because initially it started very slow. But yeah.
Naomi, she was setting up for a Colt Nelson, and Nia drove her back into the corner.
Samoan drop by Nia Jax.
May have ended Naomi's dream. Nia Jax, the type of woman who will wake you up just to crush your
It looks like it could be over soon.
dragging Naomi toward the corner, setting her up for the Annihilator. Naomi, though, back to her feet. Nia Jax jumped over the top rope to the floor. Nia mitigated the damage on the spill to the outside, but watch the challenger. Naomi from the top. Naomi flies. Down goes the champion. But now Naomi's got to get her back in the ring. Champion's advantage here. Naomi's got to pin her, submit Nia to win the title.
Liv Morgan and holy shit. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez attacked Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill backstage, so it doesn't look like they will be interfering in this match. But it does still leave the possibility for Tiffany Stratton to come in.
Outside, it was a high-risk maneuver and paid off in the moment, but as you said, Cole, Naomi now has to get Jax inside the ring. And again, the situation backstage, the tag champs attacked by Morgan and Raquel for Monday Night Raw. Meanwhile, Tiffany Stratton attacking Naomi, the official, has no clue what's going on. Never saw
Holy
the
shit.
leg drop by Nia. Tiffany Stratton turning the tables for her buddy Nia Jax.
Alright, looks to be over, guys.
Tiffany just handed Jax this victory on a silver platter. Naomi back to her feet, kick in the ear. Or did she?
Naomi gets up.
Stunned again. Where's Naomi getting this? Naomi now. Up to the top rope. Oh, this is not gonna be good. Oh, God. Naomi,
What the hell was that? I don't even know how. I don't even know what I saw right now. Yeah, that was crazy.
And again, Tiffany causing a distraction up on the apron. Bayley! And now Bayley coming to the aid of her friend, Naomi, driving Tiffany into the barricade. Naomi out of the way. Go up again for the title. Kick out by Nia. What a match for the women's title. Jax into the ring post. Naomi going for the split leg moonsault.
No way.
For the championship. Again hooks the leg. And again Jax kicks
Nia Jax kicks out. That was very, very close.
Breaker Cole. You can
I think the referee waited just a little bit for Nia right there. That would have been crazy if Naomi won right there. Yeah, the ref waited just a little bit. Candice LeRae. Yeah, it's over. Wow. Pretty good match, actually. That was pretty surprising. They did pick up towards the end. So Nia Jax retains her championship with help from Tiffany Stratton and also Candice LeRae, who looks like could be starting a feud with Bayley, perhaps. Oh, Rampage? Yeah, Rodrigo, I don't know if I could do Rampage. I think think Rampage is or AEW in general is very difficult to like live stream, like react to, because they have been known to issue a lot of copyright claims and strikes and things like this. So I prefer just to be safe and not, you know, do anything AEW live stream related, because it is pretty dangerous to do that. And yeah, I do believe that the safest thing is just, if I want to do like a watch along or reaction like that, um, would be just for WWE, Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and also PLEs would be the right way to go.
Call. The wise man.
Okay, so Roman Reigns is calling Paul Heyman. Interesting. That's interesting. Uh, Roman Reigns tried to call Paul Heyman, and then it just said that basically he's not there. So, I mean, that is pretty interesting because we haven't really necessarily seen anything from Paul Heyman. Him returning, but eventually I do think that he will be back. Paul Heyman will be back, and maybe he will be um the X factor, I guess you could say, in getting Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and the Bloodline together to, to be a team once again to take on the new Bloodline. So, with that being said, guys, that is the my first ever live stream for Friday Night SmackDown. Um, this is my first ever live stream, and I was very hesitant to do it just because I'm very new at this. However, I do think that it was kind of successful. I guess you know, um, and like I said before, if I have the time to do more live streams, I will definitely do so for Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and also PLEs for WWE as well. And because I do think that this is another kind of just a different kind of content for you guys, because I know that you guys are always very supportive and also very um, you always leave comments, leave likes, and watch my videos, and I really appreciate all of your support. So like I said before, the least thing I could do is to give you guys more content. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video that is coming up soon.